I grew up in basically a Buddhist family. My brother and I were pretty ardent atheists. I've always been taught, scientific type of thinking. My mind was always towards science. I love doing research and I love figuring out the truth of things. But then it all changed whenever my brother graduated from high school and first year of college came back and he was like, "Oh, I'm a Christian." And I was like, "Oh, so you're a weirdo." My impression of a Christian was basically like a crusader or something like that. I talked to Christians and I'd ask them, why do you believe in God? Like, where is he? If God were here, let him hit me with lightning. And I'd be like testing him out and all that stuff. And that all changed when I started talking to my brother. And I remember he came back. It was a completely random conversation. I was just like, "Why are you a Christian?" Just out of curiosity. And I said, "I remember you being such an ardent atheist." And I said, I asked like the most basic questions. I asked, okay, I remember picking up a stapler and I said, "What is stopping me from throwing the stapler through our TV?" And he goes, "You." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Well, where is God?" And he's like, "God gave you the choice to be free. He gave you a freedom of choice. God wants us to love him, not just to follow him." And that's like a huge distinction that I never really, grasped before because I never really delved into it. And as a person that loves logic and debating, I should have thought like there has to be more to this. There has to be a reason why so many people are, died for these beliefs. So many people, are, ardently religious. And I really believe, after sifting through all these texts and figuring it out, thinking of every argument I possibly could, that the truth is within Jesus Christ himself and within the Bible. I've always thought of arguments against it, and I continually do. Anytime I have spare time, even when I'm not, like when I'm doing my homework, I'll think of things and an argument will hit me and be like, "Well, can the Bible answer this?" And then I'll go back and then I'll figure it out and I'll say like, "Wow, that it works." And in the end of the day, every time I do this, it just reaffirms my faith, showing me what, God can really do for us. No matter what happens, you can lose your family, you can lose all your loved ones, you can lose all your possessions, you can lose everything, but you still have God.